Hey guys, Django Fett here. So I know I should be doing a Starfield video, and don't worry, I'll be doing it for sure. I'm spending so much time as it is, I'm getting so distracted with that game. But I need to get back into other videos as well, Star Wars, and we have the Tales of the Jedi Volume 3, which is the last for the Epic Collection, and this is Volume 3. So I want to just go over it and give you guys my impressions and take a look at this. So we'll look at this together. This is Volume 3. This actually continues from the last stories, which was Knights of the Republic and the Freedom Net Uprising, which was in Volume 2 right here. So if we briefly look at Volume 2, this actually goes into the actual start of the Tales of the Jedi series. It's kind of weird because they called this one Tales of the Jedi Volume 1, but this is the Dawn of the Jedi series. But I was like, whatever. It contains the whole Dawn of the Jedi series, but it's Volume 1. Whatever. It's fine. So Volume 2 is actually the start of the Tales of the Jedi series, and it goes into Golden Age of the Sith, Fall of the Sith Empire, then it goes into Knights of the Republic, and then into Freedom Net Uprising. And then for Volume 3, we have Dark Lords of the Sith, and then the Sith War, and we also have a few other additions, which I found really interesting. Redemption, of course, they have to have, but they also have a few Dark Horse comics, and let's see, I think another Tales comic here as well. So I'll go over that once we get into this, which I think it was pretty interesting additions that they have here. Kind of doesn't make sense, but we'll get into it. So first off, Dark Lords of the Sith is the first story. Continues off from Freedom Net Uprising. So we have this lovely illustrations here. Now, the thing to take in mind if you're reading this for the first time, and you've never read the Freedom or Golden Age of the Sith, or if you have read Golden Age of the Sith and you're reading this is Naga Sadow. And he looks completely different, I know, but this was the first concept of him. And then they would do another story, and then they will do a proper representation of him. But he was only briefly shown for like one page, so that's why it looks a little different. You know, this character right here as well. So it's a little weird in the beginning, but it makes sense, you know, as you read it. So just something to keep in mind. And this is one of my favorite illustrations right here. I think it's done by Dario Carrasco Jr. with XR Kun just looking like a fucking badass. Love it. And we look at more illustrations from Dark Lords of the Sith. Just going to go much quicker now. And then, so it goes here. And then this is the Sith War right here. Great illustrations overall. Love it. And here it is. Great stuff. Mandalorians, Sith. Republic, and then we get into this. This I found really interesting here. Let me get into this over here. Some more illustrations, lovely illustrations. Okay, this is the interesting stuff. Okay, so this is Tales number 23 right here, Shadows and Light. This is a particular story. That would make more sense if it was in a Knights of the Republic novel, because this story in particular is a reference for a little minor story that was a corpse that you found of this character and this character. I'm blanking on the names, but this is a descendant of Ula Keldromo, and I'm blanking on her name right now, but these two characters are corpses that you find in Knights of the Republic, the video game. They fought a Tarantarak. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing the name, but they fought these creatures during that time after the Sith War. They were unleashed, and they were kind of everywhere, and they were a menace, and the Jedi went out to hunt these creatures, and it was called the Great Hunt at that time. So this was the story centered around this, of 3 hunters out to get these Tarantaraks. And it's a really great story, really fantastic. But here is Redemption. This is a phenomenal story with Ula Keldromo and Nomi's daughter. But it's a fantastic, great story. I'm not going to spoil what happens. It's fantastic. Definitely recommend you guys check that out. And then we get into, let's see, that's not Redemption. Gotta keep going. And here it is. Okay. So this is Dark Horse Comics number 7 to 9. And this is the... Oh, okay. So it says on here, this 3-part story was the very first Tales of the Jedi comic published. It was later collected and reprinted with several changes to the art, as Star Wars Tales of the Jedi number 3 included in the previous volume of this epic collection line. Although the revised version of the story is the official one, this official version is presented here as a bonus. Okay, that's awesome. So I actually never knew about this at all, that it was first in the Dark Horse Comics, and I'm a super fan, but I didn't even know this, that it was even back in the time of this thing, Dark Horse Comics, that there was a Tales of the Jedi story that was before even Tales of the Jedi at the time, and this is how, the concept of it developed. But it's pretty much exactly the same as the beginning of Knights of the Republic. Here, I am not a particular big fan of this particular story with Nomi Sunrider. It's a very important story for her, but it's not a great story, but this is really cool. I mean, like, you see the whole concept of it and how it developed, and you could see, like, how they just took everything from here and then just changed the artwork altogether. This coloring should have been white. You see some things here, like the older coloring and how it would be later changed. So that is that. And yeah, so that's, that would be the basis for the story for Knights of the Republic and Tales of the Jedi. So that was really cool. And then there's some really interesting illustrations by Chris Casote and Mike Barrario. And Ulick right here, and Exar Kun looking pretty fantastic. And I think there's another illustration too, some other illustrations. Right here, this looks pretty cool. You know what would also be pretty cool is I think I have the exclusive black and white cover. And the black and white cover, I think, does the whole art in black and white. I don't remember. I'll have to make a correction here. But it's a special cover of Dark Lords of the Sith that has a black and white version. And I think the whole artwork was in black and white, but I'll make a correction here. And some background and some covers, really cool. And there it is. So, that is the whole Tales of the Jedi Legends Volume 3. So if you can, definitely complete your collection and get the whole Tales of the Jedi Volume 1 to 3. It's definitely worth it. Especially as a super fan like myself, I had to get the whole collection. And glad I have the whole thing. So if you guys are interested in this, definitely go check it out. I'll put a link in the description down below, especially for Volume 3. But definitely check out all, Volume 1 and 2 as well. Should be on a good price, around like $30. It was, the original price is like $45. The prices have been going down, especially for the Tales of the Jedi series. I don't think it's been a huge demand, and you don't have to worry about them running out. So definitely get them, on the cheap, so you don't have to worry about that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll try to do some more Star Wars videos. I've been meaning to do a Black Series video on Malik and Bastila when I get a chance. I will do that. And I will also do a video on Starfield very soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to please like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel Django Fett if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.